what is going on YouTube? I know it's been a while, it's been months since I made my last video, but life happens. There's been all kinds of crazy stuff going on. My dad had double hip replacement surgery, my computer crashed, man, all kinds of crazy stuff. I was supposed to go to a Dry Tortugas trip, May 5th we were supposed to go. That didn't happen, it got canceled because of the weather. So it's just been all kinds of crazy stuff. I've made videos, lost videos. It's just been crazy. So it's Tackle Tip Thursday. I'm bringing it back. I'm going to try and stay with it and keep bringing you guys the tips to catch you big fish and put lunkers in people's faces. That's what it's all about, right? So this week we're going to be going over the charter boat special. That's right, the charter boat special. And what the charter boat special is this is basically the rig that I like to run off the back of my planer rods. I'll be making a video on that here hopefully pretty soon. If you guys don't know what planers are, they're a pretty integral part of offshore fishing down here in South Florida. And a lot of the charter boats, that's what the spread they run is what the charter boat special is. 2 planer rods pinned in the corner. You'll run a number 4, number 6, a number 4, number 8, you know, and you're going to run this particular rig off the back of that planer. And you want to stagger, you want to run 2 different size planers, that way they're staggered. You got, you know, one up this way, so that way if you're turning or you're maneuvering the boat, they're not going to get crossed up and get tangled. So, first off, 50 Andy, what we're going to do is going to tie on the old charter boat special box right here. Got a ball bearing swivel. It's very important. This is an 80-pound number 3 ball bearing swivel. I like the new owner, Hyper something or other. They spin really good. They don't seem to get too caught up. So you know, you tie that on. Just standard knot, however you want to tie it on. Lube it up a little bit. And we'll So now you're going to pull off 100 feet of 50-pound mono. So I know with every pull of this, it's about 5 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, hundo, right? So then we're going to cut it, boom. Now, going to put on Sea Witch. I like these colors. This is dolphin color, yellow and green. There's, you know, they got straight yellows. There's pinks. They got pink and white. They got blue and white. These are just some I had laying around. There's a guy locally in Pompano, Stan Ruder. He's been making Sea Witches forever. His are the best. These are just a couple of, I believe these are C&H Lures Sea Witches. So basically what you want to do is you want to put Sea Witch on first. So you put your Sea Witch on. And then I like to use a little rubber squid here, and I'm going to cut the little tip off that. You put your little rubber squid. These also make great daisy chains. That'll be another Tackle Tip Thursday coming up soon, I'm sure. So then you put your plastic skirt on, your little octopus squid, and then I like to run a holographic little insert as well. Put that in. Once you get all that in, then it comes down to the hook. What this hook is, this is a 3407 Mustad stainless steel 7/0 hook. This is a hook they've been using since Jesus was a baby. This is what you use. So what I like to do is get your pliers, You have to open up the eye of this hook. So you open up the eye a little bit, and what I like to do on the first hook is take a swivel and put a swivel on there and then close the eye back up. And what this does is when you're fishing, because you're running a planer, you're gonna have the ball bearing swivel on the side that connects to the planer, and then you're also want to have some here because sometimes it's down there, it's fluttering, it's moving. You know, you don't want it to get too tangled up, too twisted. So this will help it with not getting twisted up, and it also gives you just that little bit of extra added protection, a little bleeder, if you will. So those toothy critters, because when you're running a planer rod, a lot of the fish you're going to be getting have teeth. It's going to have, you know, kingfish, wahoos, dolphin, you know, whatever's going to generally have fish. Then what you're going to do is after you put the swivel on there, open up another one. And I like to run 2 hooks. Once again, simple fact, it gives you a little bit of extra protection from those toothy critters. These are my old hooks I got from my cousin. I don't think they're that great, breaking on me. But for the purpose of making a video, they'll work. Get the gist of it. So then, like I said, then you'll run the second hook. Same thing, you're going to have to open up the eye a little bit. Sometimes you could buy these with the eyes already open. I mean, to me it's not a big deal. Generally, they're not too bad to open up. Put them in there. Open up a little bit more. I'll tell you what, guys, man, this charter boat special, I've caught so many fish on this rig running planers. It's just crazy, man. It's produced. It's literally, like I said, the charter boats down here in South Florida have been running this specific rig right here for, man, 50, 60 years, and that's how they stay in business, you know. You got Bob from Oklahoma coming in, and these guys go out there, the charter boats, and they literally just do donuts out there on the reef. And they go from, 100 feet back into, out to 400 feet and back into 100, going over the wrecks, fishing the structure. That's where these fish are going to be, whatever's holding the bait. If they see a rip or a weed line, anything like that, that's where they're going to be fishing because that's what's going to be holding the fish. So now you got your double hook rig, got the swivel on the front, you're going to tie that on to your 50-pound mono. I like using 50. Some people like 60. Some people like 80. I've never had a problem with 50. 50 is light enough. Never had no problem. And just me, I just like 50. So same thing. You're going to tie your hook on. Boom. Get it tight. Cut it. And then, now that you have this set up, what you would do is you would get, you can run mullet strips on this, bonita strips, dolphin strips, a strip bait. And what you're going to do is you're going to come, I like to put mine skin side down. You come through, the front of that strip, you're going to put it here, and you're going to lay the strip out on the back side here, and you're going to find out where that hook's going to lay on the strip. Then you take it, keep your thumb there, you bring this hook up through the strip, and now you're ready to go. You slide your stuff down here. So this all kind of sits in front of that strip bait. So that strip bait, it is basically to keep that strip bait from washing out. It's going to give you longer life. It gives it more, a bigger profile when it's in the water. It's gonna have a, it's gonna be a bigger, just such as a strip. You see the squid, it's got some flash to it. The same thing with this. So all this will come together, comes down, and it sits in front of that bait. So when you're pulling it, it kind of comes like this, and then that's it. And your strip bait will be on there. That's the charter boat special. You run that with a bonita strip, 100 feet back from the planer. Man, like I said, this rig has caught so many fish down here in South Florida. It is just unbelievable. The other thing I like to do is I like to keep my leader spools, because in that way you can take and you could put you just put your snap swivel on here, and then you just kind of keep this wound up on the leader spool like this. So that way when you're deploying it, you put your strip bait on the double hook rig, and you can let it out, and as you're letting it out, you can just let it uncoil off the leader keeper, so that way it's not, getting all fetched up and getting all tangled up. And then, pay attention, so when you get to, you look at and see the end of the line coming, you take your snap swivel off the leader keeper, hook it onto the back of the planer, drop the planer in, get it set, and run it. So when we're running the planer rods in the corners, we'll have ballyhoos in the outrigger, maybe a cedar plug down the shotgun, maybe daisy chain down the shotgun. It's just versatile. You're trying to cover ground. That's the whole beauty of this thing, is you're trying to cover ground, trying to cover structure, so you can find these fish and catch some big ones. You can see this here is a 50-pound stand-up we got going on. This Wahoo Willie's Custom Rods. You guys check it out on Facebook. I should probably do a video on that one here soon. Let you guys see when it's done. Hopefully get to do some fishing this weekend. Been crazy. Tried to fish over the Memorial Day weekend, but it just, man, we had that low was out there in the Gulf. It was just blowing, man, raining, blowing 25, 30. Just finally now this week, they're starting to calm down enough to where we can start to get out there. I think it's south winds tomorrow, 5 to 10, seas less than 2 feet. So hopefully this weekend we should be able to get out there, put some fish on there. I'll try and make some videos. Like I said, we're going to try and come back. As you guys see, I got some shirts made up. SoFla Outdoors TV. If you guys want to get some shirts, decals, anything like that, go over to greenwavegraphics.com. Greenwave Graphics on Facebook, Instagram, has all the contact information there. And that's another little small business, another reason why I wasn't able to make videos, another little small business I'm trying to get started. So, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please, if you like the videos, smash that like button. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're going to get back out there and start doing some more stuff. So, thanks again, guys. I appreciate it.